Alright guys, so I was finally able to get all of the copies I needed to Rainbow GOWASU, the SSR version of GOWASU and Zamasu. Now, GOWASU and Zamasu is a ridiculously OP unit. Honestly, this GOWASU is pretty crazy himself, because he, like, the buff that GOWASU gets from going from just, you know, his SSR GOWASU to GOWASU and Zamasu is very minuscule compared to, say, the buffs that an LR gets, right? Pretty much every LR in the game, it's like they get like twice as good going from TUR to LR. It's just such a massive buff to the point where whenever anyone asks me like, oh, Truth, you know, I pulled 500 copies of Baby, should I keep a TUR? I say no. Rainbow the LR first, then worry about the TUR. The only LR that's an exception is Kale and Khalifa. Every other summonable LR, the TUR is just... There's so many units now on all these teams that you don't really need to keep TURs like that. So, you know, but this GOWASU, like, you know, he's not an LR, so the buff isn't as, you know, drastic going from with his Dokkan Awakening. So just as GOWASU as an SSR is going to be very, very good for several teams. Alright guys, so we're here in an event. So GOWASU and Zamasu have just recently released on Global, along with our boy Tech Trunks and of course AJL Zamasu. All these really, really good units now on Global. Actually, so is Mai. What's interesting about all these new units too, oh, well, I'll just get this right here to showcase that he, you know, gets key, but all these units basically fit on the same team, right? A lot of these teams, all of them are on, which is very interesting. So, GOWASU, right? I've been touting GOWASU and Zamasu as a ridiculous unit for a long time, and here's GOWASU, boop, boop. So, GOWASU seals, number one, very good. He has a high chance of dodging, which is incredible, just like the TUR GOWASU and Zamasu does. He gives all allies 1 key and 50% defense. Then he gets 4 key and 70% attack when attacking an extreme class enemy. Just crazy. Like, both GOWASU and Zamasu and GOWASU are just nuts units. I'm going to be using GOWASU and Zamasu as well as GOWASU, I think, to try and no-item the Realm of Gods Super Battle Road stage. Now, I did actually see someone on the Dokkan subreddit had a very good strategy utilized to take down the no-item run for Realm of Gods. I'm probably going to, I think, adopt something similar, but I am also probably going to try and rock physical GOWASU here. And then it's just going to be an instance of how often is GOWASU and Zamasu, these units, going to get their dodges off, right? A no-item run for Realm of Gods. I imagine it's going to take quite a few tries, but, you know, as they continue to get their dodges off and stuff like that, you know, we should be able to get it done. Now, GOWASU and Zamasu really, like, so, like, in a video, like, a Rainbow showcase for him right here, right? He's not, like, gonna, like, take over. Like, he's not gonna explode off the screen. He's not SDR Cooler, where it's, like, he does 3 super attacks in a row at, like, 3.5 million, 3.6 million, and then 3.7 million. You're like, oh, he's an LR. Like, it's insane. You know, he's not gonna be doing that. But GOWASU is still outstanding. I can't begin to describe, too, how useful it is that he gets key when, like, you know, attacking an extreme class enemy. That is very, very helpful, especially because he's giving key to the rest of the rotation, too. So it's just, it creates a situation where he very easily, like, him or GOWASU and Zamasu, you know, both of them, them on the rotation means it's going to be so easy to manage key for the rest of the rotation because, one, you don't have to get a lot with him, and then he's giving more to the rest of the rotation, too. Then he has got the 50% chance to dodge, so he's not going to be taking a lot of damage. Plus, he's going to be giving the rest of your rotation defense. Like, it just any way you slice it, he is incredible. He is just a very, very strong unit. I really, really like what they did with GOWASU and Zamasu. He's probably one of my favorite non-banner units that you could pull in the game. Like, I've been touting his praises since he first came out back in April on JP, and I do think he is indeed that good. And then, again, because he gets such a small buff, right, to GOWASU and Zamasu, like, they did this intentionally, because, like, so he gets, like, 1 extra key and 20% defense, and for, like, his the defense and key buff, and then he also gets 1 extra key and 30% attack for his attack buff, and then Fierce Battle. Like, those are the differences he gets. Not that much at all. So we'll probably finish up right here with this rotation. This is a pretty good rotation. GOWASU, Zamasu, GOWASU, and then, of course, the 40% Time Traveler support Mai. we'll see how well they can all do together. So there they are at 1.39 million. Again, that's a really good number considering the ceiling, the defense, the key, all of it together. Pretty good. Yeah, and he's taking double digits. And now this GOWASU up above a million. I told y'all, GOWASU is nice. GOWASU is real good. I'm a big fan of this card. So he is on a lot of category teams too, at like some big time teams like Realm of Gods and Patara. Let's go ahead and check him out on some of those teams as well. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Patara team, which, you know, of course there's so few characters that would fit into Patara. This is definitely a team that really could use these buffs, you know, from like GOWASU and Zamasu and other, you know, similar characters. So let's see what numbers he can get to on this team. Plus then, of course, you know, he's just going to help it out a lot. You know, the Patara team can always use Ki with some of the powerful LRs that they have on the team, so that's always going to be helpful. Yeah, like, it looks like maybe like around 800,000, 700,000, probably like the area where GOWASU is going to be at a lot. I mean, remember, dealing damage is not really what his purpose is going to be, but, you know, that's what he's able to do. And then, you know, going up against super class enemies, he's not going to hit hard at all. But, you know, the defense, key, ceiling, all that stuff is going to be very helpful. Especially, like, you know, in a Super Battle Road situation or Dokkan Battlefield, you know, plus the dodging as well. Like, you don't want to sleep on that dodging, man. That's what is very helpful in Dokkan Battlefield in particular, actually, is that dodging. I've found GOWASU and Zamasu to be a very good counter to the Dokkan Battlefield Super Boss Jiren. That is going to be really good, right? Because Jiren, like, he is kind of unfair. Like, sometimes he can just sort of, like, jump you right from the get-go, and then you're in trouble going up against that super boss Jiren. Like, if he supers you, like, before you even get a chance to move, then I think a lot of times, like, you're gonna, like, even, like, me, like, a full rainbow box, I'm gonna get taken down, right? Because Jiren just hits that hard, and he's that powerful. So it's helpful to have units like GOWASU and Zamasu who can sort of counteract that by being cheap as well, right? For them, they're giving defense to the whole rotation, which really needs it against Jiren. And then, of course, they're going to be the 50% chance to dodge, because Jiren also, I believe he greatly lowers your defense on super attack. I think it's the same effect that the STR Dokkan Fest exclusive Jiren has got. And that, of course, just kills your defense, because then after that, like, LR Vegito is going to be taking like 25k plus, you know, from Jiren's normals, which is really annoying. So, okay, a little bit of damage there from GOWASU. And then we got Goku Black with the 600k right there. Remember, this Goku Black is still a really good unit to use on some of these teams. He is a nice little support type unit. If you're going to be using a lot of Time Traveler and future characters, you know, like the Vegito Blues and Zamasu, all those types of characters, it's going to be very good to bring that STR Goku Black. I know that the physical EZA Goku Black is coming to Global very soon as well. That was announced in the news, that his EZA is going to be coming at some point later. I believe this month, or maybe like the first, it's probably going to be like a week and a half from now, that physical Goku Black gets his EZA in Global. That's going to be very interesting because unlike, you know, the physical EZA we have on JP, that Goku Black one could be different on Global, which is going to be very interesting because the cards are different on both Global and JP, so we'll see how that works out. Alright, I figured let's go ahead and hop in on the Realm of Gods team real quick before we finish up. But, you know, you guys see how useful this GOWASU unit is. Even his SSR is outstanding, but even still, I don't recommend global players summoning for him on that future category banner. I do think that's a mistake, but if you get him, and he's really good. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the Realm of Gods team. I figure we'll get maybe like a turn or two with GOWASU over here, but again, like, there's not really too much that we're going to see in terms of him doing damage and stuff, I feel. That, like, we haven't, like, pretty much already seen by our boy GOWASU, right? Like, he's solid. Offense is definitely not where he will most help us out. So we'll probably, I don't know, we'll probably do one more turn after this, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up. But, again, global players, you know, this guy is unfeatured on Trunks' banner, so if you get lucky and pull him, that's awesome. But I just don't really recommend chasing GOWASU on that future category banner. I do think that is a mistake. You know, even though it is guaranteed featured, you know, realistically, like, you know, if you dump stones into the banner, you'll probably get GOWASU within a couple of multis, but I just don't think taking that chance is going to be worth it. I think, you know, players would be much smarter to just like kind of let GOWASU come to them in the future. I mean, y'all saw, even I have done that with the Tech Trunks. The Tech Trunks that was on the Future Gohan banner. I did not pull him, and I did not chase him. It's like, that's just a unit that's going to be on every banner moving forward. So I'm just going to wait until he returns in the future, and then I'm going to go ahead and, pull Kyle. Because, like, the LR Super Saiyan God Goku banner's coming out soon, right? So that guy, like, I'm going to be able to go ahead and probably pull multiple copies of Trunks while I'm pulling for LR God Goku, I'm sure, right? That's probably the way that's going to go, because LR summons typically get, very, very tedious, right? So, all right, let's let our boy Tech Vegito Blue, I think, sort of handle things, maybe, if he can get, like, multiple super attacks, which, I mean, I can never get. I don't have the luck when it comes to our boy Tech Vegito Blue, but... Well, then again, I'm going to want Tech Vegito Blue's luck when I'm going into Realm of God Super Battle Road. Because, again, I'm going to try and rely on Tech Vegito Blue to get that no-item Realm of Gods run done. We'll see. Tech Vegito Blue usually doesn't like me, but, just, like, one good run with him, and, like, that's going to be, like, good to go. Okay, so here we go. This is the rotation that we want to see. We'll go ahead and let this play out. And then we'll go ahead and break down GOWASU's stats and stuff like that. Again, his buff is very, very small, going from just the GOWASU card to the GOWASU and Zamasu, which is one reason why this guy ends up so good. And again, I do think they did that intentionally so that, like, people could run a GOWASU card as well as GOWASU and Zamasu, right? Who knows if we'll ever see another GOWASU card. I mean, that's not a character that was around that long that even really did attacks and stuff like that, but I still do appreciate the fact that they did give us one. And his super attack animation does look pretty good, like him kind of flying in there with that blue energy. I do appreciate that. So, all right, now let's go ahead and take a look at our boy GOWASU's details. Alright guys, so this right here, this is Instructor of Gods GOWASU. His leader skill is the Realm of Gods category key 2 and 100% the stats. Obviously, GOWASU and Zamasu, once they're awakened, have a very good Realm of Gods leader skill that could be useful for a lot of players. Because now you have 3 leaders that are at least decent in GOWASU and Zamasu. Then, of course, we have Int UI Goku, and now, more recently, we have AGL Zamasu as well. GOWASU's super attack is the Hand of Revelation, which does supreme damage and seal super attack. Sealing, always very good. GOWASU's passive is Divine Duty, which gives all allies 1 key and 50% defense. Then he has a high chance of evading enemies' attacks, which of course would be a 50% chance. And then he gets 4 key and 70% attack when attacking extreme class enemies. So all of that together makes GOWASU and Zamasu very good support type units for the whole team. Because it's all allies, key and defense, not like super or extreme or Realm of Gods or future or anything like that. It's just all allies. That's very helpful. GOWASU's links are Godly Power, Cold Judgment, Rival Duo, Gentleman, More Than Meets the Eye, and Brainiacs. So he does have a few links that like are okay on some of these teams. He's got like Brainiacs with the Time Traveler support Mai. He's gonna have Godly Power with some units on the Realm of Gods teams. So he's got some links that are okay. He, of course, does have Fierce Battle once he awakens to GOWASU and Zamasu, which is good. His 12 key multiplier is 130%. Not great, but, it is okay. And then finally, our boy is on a number of different category teams, which is another reason why he's so helpful, right? So, of course, he's on the Realm of Gods team. He'll definitely be useful there. I mean, we are probably about to get LR Gogeta Blue sometime soon. Then he's also here on the Future team, another team he will be very, very good on, with all the recent buffs that team has gotten, right? He is also over here on the Patara team. That's what this is right here, which is good because there's a lot of powerful LRs on there that will need the support, the key support. He's also over here on Time Travelers, which is another good team because you have such a broad array of units, right? The Goku Black units, Zamasu, Trunks, Bojack, Cell, all these types of units. And then, because GOWASU is giving key and defense to all of them, he can really help tighten this team up a little bit, which is very good. And then finally, GOWASU is on the Master and Student Bond team, both him and GOWASU and Zamasu, which is really good because that's going to help out like a lot of these units over on this team, the Future Gohan team. So GOWASU and Zamasu, just an outstanding unit, and then so is GOWASU, this standalone SSR. Thanks guys for watching. Good luck pulling if you decide to try and pull for him on Global, and I'll catch you guys next time.